Morning, students. Hello. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Okay. Very good morning to all. Thank you. See, today our topic is motion in a vertical circle. Motion in a vertical circle. It's a very important topic in this motion. A vertical circle, which means this is a very important one. Listen, all of you. If the m mass of the particle should take the circular motion, the conditions are very important. If consider the length of the string, just I want to take one string. If you know well the simple pendulum, I mean this is a bob, the mass of the bob is m. Just this is simply to make a circular motion. The length of the string is the act as radius of the circular motion. This the length is act as radius. Just the bob should make circular part. Listen, this is circular part. So the mass of the bob m should make a circular path means what is the conditions? What are the importance? Which one is a condition and what say tangential acceleration and also centripetal acceleration? What about the tensions? What about the motion, velocity, and accelerations? And two forces act on the object. I mean, first one is the gravitational force, another one is the tension force. What happened? You change the angle. When the mass of the bob should take the displacement, this is in the direction. To make an angle is theta. If theta varies, means tension in the string is also varies, velocity varies, and theta values also vary. If theta varies, means what happened? Tension and velocity. In this topic, we are consider four conditions. Four cases are very important. Simply, I want to take the FPD diagram. FPD diagram, no well, free body diagram. To make a what are the forces or act on the object m, mass of the object. I mean, this is a bomb. The main two forces we are considering here. One is a gravitational force, and second one is tension. The two forces are included, I mean the act on the object. First of all, I want to identify the forces. Ways of free body diagram. See, if consider one circle, I mean the path of the bob. The bob should take circular path. This is a length of the string, and the center point should be fixed. The bob mass is m. The string mass almost negligible. The string quantity of the string is inextensible. So very important. Mass is also negligible. Mass of the string is negligible. The bob should take an angle of theta. Now, in this position, the weight of the bob W is equal to mc. This is the actual gravitational force. Gravitational force act in downward direction. In the bob should take in displacement, angular displacement theta is this mg, gravitational downward force. You know well in free body diagram. These force is divided into two components. One is a horizontal component, another one is a vertical component. This is horizontal component mg cos theta, and this is vertical component mg sin theta. mg sin theta. This is angle theta. And the object should take the initial velocity in this direction. This is v. I mean, this velocity should be very, very important word. The magnitude of the velocity. Whose is the magnitude of the velocity? It's nothing but it's a speed. The magnitude of the velocity. Velocity is a vector quantity. It has both magnitude and the direction. So the magnitude of velocity is nothing but speed. The speed of circular path, the box should take circular path. The speed of the box should be is not a constant, should be varied. The v value, the speed of the box is varied in every point of the circular path. Because of this, a very important condition. The vertical circular motion is not a uniform motion. It's a very, very, very important condition. The case 1, we consider case 1. First case, what is this? The circular motion, vertical circular motion is not a uniform motion. It's not a uniform motion. And next one, this why you are take this? Because of g sin theta for all value is 0. Because g sin theta is this equal to MAT. Who is this MAT? Tangential acceleration. Acceleration is divided 2 to the 1, 2 times. One is a tangential acceleration and centripetal acceleration, or radial acceleration. MAT. So I want to take this. This is a very important two components. Mg sin theta, which is equal to basis of spring body diagram. Mg sin theta, which is equal to MAT. AT is nothing but the tangential acceleration. The tangential acceleration is always acting in the opposite direction of displacement. No, well, that's why mg sin theta, which is equal to m into minus dv divided by dt. The rate of change of velocity, so not acceleration, is indicated retardation. So mg sin theta, which is equal to minus m into dv divided by dt. So mg sin theta component, the vertical component. But I want to talk about the horizontal component, mg is cos theta. If mg is acting in downward direction, weight of the object, according to basis of acceleration, the acceleration due to gravity. And another one force is a very important tension T should act along the directions of string inverse direction. It is a very, very, very important inverse direction. I here should act as a very important. Another one character is centripetal force. Centripetal force, you know, the centripetal force mv squared by r. So the net force act on the string. Overall net force act on the string is equal to centripetal force. I want to calculate the net force. So T minus mg cos theta. T is acting in this inward direction. Mg is acting in opposite direction. That's why minus value. So T minus mg cos theta, which is equal to nothing but this is centripetal force mv square divided by r. R is nothing but this is a length of the string. Now here R is act as a position vector R vector. I mean from center point O to point P. This point is I want to take this point P. So mv squared by R is nothing but this is centripetal. So T minus mg cos theta is equal to mv squared divided by R. This is a net force act along the string inward direction. It is a very, very important equation. So T minus mg cos theta is equal to mv squared divided by R. What is tension in the string? T is equal to m v square divided by r plus mg cos theta. Plus mg cos theta. This is the tension in the string. The tension should have the inward direction. Inward direction. T is equal to mv square divided by r plus mg cos theta. This is a very important equation. The motion in a vertical circle. Motion in a vertical circle. First of all, I explained 4 cases are very important in this topic. See, case 1. If consider the angle, just to make an theta value 0 to pi by 2. I mean, this is 0 to pi by 2. The angle theta should take. I mean, the limit is pi by 2. This is 0. Greater than 0, less than 90. For g sin theta for all value of, I want to calculate, this is MAT. Mg sin theta is equal to 80. A is equal to mg sin theta, which is equal to m cancel. G sin theta is equal to a tangential acceleration. So the values must be included. I mean the angle 0 to pi by 2. So g sin theta for all values of theta is valid. So it is clear that the vertical circular motion the vertical circular motion is not a uniform motion. Why it says like this? Because of, you know well, the motion of the box 0 to 180 degree. The motion should be opposite the direction of acceleration due to gravity. So the velocity decreases and reach an highest point. And highest point to lowest point along the direction of acceleration due to gravity. So the velocity should be increased. So the v value increases. I mean the v value changes. V value changes. This is t is equal to mv square divided by r plus mg cos theta. So v square value changes. So that's why t values also changes. That is main concept. First case, the vertical circular motion is not a uniform motion. It's not a uniform motion. Vertical circular motion, not a uniform motion. It is a very important, not a uniform motion because of v value changes corresponding to t is also changes. First case, I mean the limit 0 to pi. Second case, the magnitude of velocity. Whose is the magnitude of velocity? It's nothing but speed. The magnitude of velocity is not a constant. This is also varies. Case number 2. This is a very important. Case 2. The magnitude of velocity. Whose is speed? Speed is not a constant. Not a constant. Speed varies. So the tension in the string also varies. It's not a constant. Tension is also not a constant. So this is variable. If a speed value varies, t is also variable because of t is equal to mv square divided by r plus mg cos theta. And the third case is a very important. Another one is, this is a basic information of motion in a circular path. I mean the motion in a vertical circle. I mean case 3. If consider the angle limit 0 to minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. I mean the to and fro motion. To and fro motion. If consider this is circular, this is point. This is minus pi by 2. This is plus pi by 2. I want to take the 4 coordinate. I divided into 4 coordinate. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. A and B, it is nothing but this is the first coordinate and the fourth coordinate. You know well, ASTC. I mean first coordinate, all values are positive. Fourth coordinate, cos theta value is positive. So the cos theta value is greater than 1. The limit region of minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. So cos theta value is greater than 1. greater than 1, it is always positive. Always positive in the region of minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So what happened? Tension T is equal to, what's the formula? T is equal to mv square divided by r plus mg cos theta. Mg cos theta. If the mg cos theta value is positive, I mean the value is greater than 1, tension cannot vanish because of the mg cos theta value is like 1. Because of cos theta value is greater than 1 is also positive. The values must be included. If v value is 0, if consider v value is not 0, if consider v value 0 means it is 0, but tension is not 0 because of tension have some values. So tension cannot vanish when the velocity is also vanished, which means velocity of the இடத்துல இல்லனாலும் tension இருக்கும் அப்படினு அர்த்தம். And next one, case 4. These are 4 cases are very important. And case 4. The limits mv square is equal to, I want to calculate this centripetal force mv square divided by r is equal to T minus mg cos theta. T minus mg cos theta. The limit should I want to take theta values goes to limit I mean 3 pi by 2, maximum 3 pi by 2, minimum this is pi by 2, I mean 92 to 70. Cos theta is negative, I mean which means second coordinate and pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. Second and third coordinate. Cos theta value is negative. Cos theta value is negative. If cos theta value negative means, listen to me, the term mg cos theta, mv square divided by r is equal to t minus mg cos theta. If cos theta value means negative, here also negative, so total value is included. mv square is equal to t minus of mg cos theta value should be negative means the value is added positive. So here velocity vanishes. Velocity cannot vanish even when the tension vanishes. Listen to me. If velocity value is not vanished, கண்டிப்பா value இருக்கும், இல்லாம இருக்காது. எப்போ அப்படினா tension T is also vanished. If T is 0 means consider mv square is equal to minus of mg cos theta. Some values are included. If tension 0, if consider tension equal to 0, which means velocity cannot be vanished even when the tension vanishes. These 4 cases are very important. So that's why I will explain this the basis of angle. After we will consider the velocity at lowest point, velocity at highest point, tension in the lowest point, tension in the highest point. First of all, these 4 cases are very important. But the basis of helping of free body diagram, the equation T minus mg cos theta is equal to mv square divided by r. This is a net force T minus mg cos theta, which is equal to centripetal force. The net force act along the direction of, along the string inward direction. This is a very important case. These 4 cases are very important. Now we are discussing about, I want to calculate the for the lowest point tension point, lowest point and the highest point. I want to calculate the tension and velocity. Consider for the lowest point tension T is equal to, if consider the circular path, this is center point, this is lowest point, this is highest point, H point, this is lowest point. So for the lowest point, where mg act in downward direction, mg, the lowest point velocity of the bob is equal v1. Consider in the string should act in tension in the string, this is T1. So what is the net force act in this position. The net force, the tension P1, opposite direction of force is minus mg, which is equal to centripetal force. It is equal to centripetal force m v1 square divided by r. M v1 square divided by r. This is equation number. I want to take this as T1 value. This is equation, basic information. So T1, which is equal to m v1 square divided by r plus mg. This is tension in the string in the lowest point, T1 value. And for the highest point, 2. If the point, this is point 1, highest point is considered 2. For highest point, I want to tension. Listen to me. If consider circular, I mean tension act in this direction, T1, weight acts in this direction, mg. This is the initial velocity T1. This is the lowest point. For highest point, this is this region highest point. Point number 2. This point 2. This is nothing but highest point. The velocity of bob is v2. The string acts in along the direction of inward direction T2 tension, and also weight is also acting along the direction of tension mg. So the equation should be right is T2 plus mg equal to T2 plus mg, which is equal to the net force m v2 square divided by r, centripetal force. I want to calculate this as T2 tension, which is equal to m v2 square divided by r minus mg. Minus mg. This is tension at the point of 2. This is point of 2 is nothing but this is the highest point. T2 is equal to m v2 square divided by r minus mg. If compare two equations, T1 and T2, T1 is equal to mv1 square divided by r plus mg. T2 is equal to mv2 square divided by r minus mg. You know clear that T1 greater than T2. T1 greater than T2. T1, who is this? Lowest point. T2 is the highest point. So the highest point tension almost equal to less value compared than lowest point of tension. This is very important case. And next one is, I want to take the difference between two tensions. Just I want to take this the difference between two tensions. So T1 minus T2. I want to calculate this T1 value and T2. That's why. What is T1 minus T2? Which is equal to T1 value is m v1 square divided by r plus mg minus of what is T2 m v2 square divided by r minus mg. See, T1 minus T2 is equal to m v1 divided by r plus mg minus of m v2 square divided by r minus mg. So T1 minus T2, which is equal to m v1 square divided by r plus
mg minus m v2 square
divided by
minus
plus mg
plus mg
plus mg. So what is this? T1 minus T2
plus T2 m by r.
M by R of this is a common factor. So V1 square
v1 square plus
minus v2 square
2 square
mg plus mg.
plus 2mg. 2mg.
Another very important equation. T1 minus T2. Difference between two tensions.
mg.
So which point has a maximum tension? That one?
point 1.
Point 1.
Who's this? Lowest point. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
T2 is nothing but it's a tension in the highest point, point 2. So next one is I want to calculate this is tension T1 minus T2 is equal to m by r of V1 square minus V2 square plus 2mg. I want to calculate this total energy. You know well the total energy of the system is conserved according to law of conservation of energy. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I want to calculate total energy of E value. So lowest point energy, total energy, and highest point total energy. Because basis of law of conservation, the total energy is conserved. So I want to calculate a lowest point of. Consider circular path. This is the lowest point number 1. Am I right? Velocity V1, W is equal to mg. Tension act in this direction T1. Am I right? At the lowest point number 1. I mean, this is the lowest point 1. What is total energy? Total energy at lowest point. What is the formula? Total energy is equal to potential energy plus
Kinetic energy.
Potential energy plus kinetic energy.
very good. At the lowest point, potential energy is equal to 0. So
Zero.
E1 is equal to potential energy formula mgh.
MGH.
Kinetic energy formula.
Half mv square.
Half mv square.
M.
mv square. mv
So
square.
h is 0. That's why the potential energy here is 0. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Energy is equal to E1 is equal to 1 by 2 m V1.
V1.
mv square.
E1. Who is this E1? Total energy at the point of lowest point 1. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Same one. I want to calculate the total energy at the highest point. This is highest point. Total energy which is equal to E2. Total energy. E2 at the highest point. The point is highest point 2, which is equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy.
Potential energy mgh
mg
half v2 square
half mv
MV square.
v2 square.
At the point B, the velocity is V2. The string acts in direction. This is V2. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And also along the direction of weight is that energy. That's why total energy which is equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy. Potential energy which is equal to mgh, kinetic energy is half mv2 square. So which is equal to mg at the highest point. At the highest point, consider this is radius. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
This is
Yes,
the radius. Am I right? So the highest point height which is equal to 2r.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
This is equal to 2r. So height of the highest point which is equal to 2r plus half m.
Plus half mv2 square.
MV square.
The total energy which is equal to E2. E2 is nothing but highest point. Total energy of highest point. I mean the point 2 which is equal to 2m
mgr
plus 1 by 2.
half
mv2 square.
This is highest point total energy. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
According to law of conservation of energy, total energy conserved. Am I right? So E1 is equal to E2. The total energy should be conserved. Basis of law of conservation of energy. What is E1 value? 1 by
Half MV1 square.
equal to
Half mv1 square is equal to
N 1 by 2. I mean half mv2
Half
square
MV2 square plus 2 MGR.
2mg.
R.
Yes, sir. I mean half m v2 square. Goes to other side. Negative value. 1 by 2 mv1 square minus 1 by 2 mv2 square,
T2
which is
square.
equal to 2 mgr.
2 mgr.
2 mgr. The common factor who is this 1 by 2 m is common. 1 by 2 of v1 square minus v2 square
Minus v2 square.
equal to 2 mgr. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
M cancel. Remaining value
Of
v square minus v2 square, which is equal to divided by 2 goes to other side. So 2 to
R
4. 2 2s are 4. M cancel 4gr. This is very important equation. v1 square minus v2 square is equal to 4gr. Am I right?
4gr.
Yes, sir.
Very good. What is the tension equation?
T1 minus T2 equals to m by r into 4gr plus 2mg.
This T1 minus T2. T1
Minus T2.
m by r of v1 square minus
v1
v2
square
square
minus v2 square plus 2mg.
2mg. Very good. So I want to take this. So T1 minus T2. T1 minus T2 is equal. What is the formula?
M R
T1 minus T2, which is equal to
M by R into
m
V1
by r of v1 square minus v2 square of plus
2mg.
2m
2mg.
mg.
So what is v1 square minus v2 square value?
4G
4gr.
Substitute this. So T1 minus T2, which is equal to m by r. Am I right?
4G
v square minus v2 square is equal to 4gr
plus
plus
2
2mg plus 2mg. R value cancel. Remaining
4m 4mg plus
4mg
plus 2mg.
plus
T1
2
minus T2
4mg minus 2 plus
4
mg.
mg plus 2mg.
2mg.
total value is equal to
6mg.
total value
Difference in tension is equal to 6mg.
6 mg. Another one important equation. The difference between two tension, I mean the lowest point and the highest point tension, which is equal to 6 mg. So what is T1 value? T1 is equal to 6 mg plus T2.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It means the lowest tension, which is equal to 6 times of beta.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But this is right. 6 times of 8 plus highest point tension P2. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is tension difference between two tension. I want to calculate this. What is the minimum speed required to make a circular path? If consider the speed decreases, you know well, the bob of the object you take in circular path. This is 0 to 180 degree. This is the velocity decreases. Am I right? If the bob completed circular path, I want to complete the circular path. It record a minimum velocity at the point, highest point. The highest point is record minimum velocity, and same lowest point is also record some minimum velocity. If velocity decreases, I mean less than 0 means friends,
Yes, sir.
audible?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Yes, sir.
The
Yes,
speed
sir.
slants to downward direction. If velocity is less than 0 means, in highest point velocity 0 means what happens? The circular path, I mean the bob is not completed a circular path. The string slant downward, the particle leaves circular path. Leaves to circular path. That's why I want if this record some minimum velocity in highest point, minimum velocity in lowest point. So I want to calculate this minimum speed at the highest point and the minimum speed at lowest point. And another one is what is consider, when the point to 2 points. This point is first point, I mean the lowest point. This is equal to mg. The velocity is v1, the string act in this direction. T1, I mean this is highest point, point 2. String act in this direction, tension T2, the velocity is v2. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So I want to calculate the minimum speed at the point 2, highest point, minimum speed. The minimum speed at the highest point is equal to minimum speed at the highest point. It's a very, very important formula. Minimum speed at the highest point. Highest point 2. What is this minimum speed at the highest point? You consider, this is very, very important. If consider minimum at the highest point, the bob of the object you should take in 0 to maximum point. The motion of the bob is opposite to the direction of acceleration due to gravity. So the value v value is decreases at reach a point, highest point. The velocity is not 0. Consider, is very important. At region maximum velocity is not 0. If 0 means it's not to circular path, it's not attained circular path. Leave to the circular path. So you record some velocity v. But consider at the highest point tension T2 is equal to 0. If consider T2 is equal to 0, there is no tension. In region highest point, it is very important. What is the condition of tension? T2 is equal to. What is the T2 formula? T2 is equal to at the highest point.
Squared by R minus mg.
T2 acts in this direction. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
mg is also along the direction of T2.
T2.
V2, velocity of the particle is V2. So T2 plus mg. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
T2 plus mg, which is equal to mv2 square divided by r. Am I right?
Squared by R.
At the highest
Yes,
point.
Sir.
So
Yes, sir.
here T2 is equal to 0. Substitute T2 is 0 at highest point. At highest point, T2 is equal to
0.
0. Substitute the value. What happened?
mg is equal
mg is equal to v
square.
mv squared by R.
mv2 square divided by r, which is equal to mg. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So m cancel. What is this? v2 square is equal to
V2 square is equal to RG.
v2 square is equal to rg. v2 is equal to
V2 is equal
Root
to
of GR.
square root of rg. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the bar should take in circular path means, the bar should complete the circular path means in highest point the velocity, minimum velocity required is equal to square root of rg. If less than square root of rg, what happens? The V2 value is equal to square root of rg. Am I right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Less than square root of rg means what happens?
Stay in the circular path.
Not to completed in circular path. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If maintained to circular path means the V2 value must be greater than or equal to square root of rg.
Square
Am
root
I
of
right?
RG. Yes, sir.
Which means this is condition for to stay the circular path. If value is less value means V2 value is less than square root of rg means it's not to maintain the circular path. This is a very, very, very important situation. V2 is equal to square root of
RG.
rg. At highest point, the velocity of the particle must maintain square root of rg. Square root of rg. I want to calculate the particle whose in lowest point. V1. I want to calculate this. V1. What is V1? V1 is nothing but the velocity of particle at lowest point up.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So V1 square minus V2 square. What is the value? V1 square minus V2 square is equal to what is the value?
4 GR.
4
4 GR.
4 GR.
Yes or no? What is V1 square equal to? 4GR VT square.
My 4GR
Equal to 4GR. V1 square is equal to 4GR
Plus
plus VT square. Am I
Plus
right?
GR
V square.
So 4GR
GR plus GR
Plus root GR.
GR. Am I right?
RG. Yes, sir.
What is the V1 square is equal to 5
5GR.
5GR.
V1 square is equal to 5GR. So V1 is equal to
V1
square root
equal to
of
root of 5GR.
square root of 5GR.
5GR.
The motion, the V value, V1 value is equal to square root of 5GR. Am I right?
Sir.
So the object should maintain circular motion, which means vertical circular motion. The lowest point velocity is equal to square root of 5GR. Highest point velocity is equal to square root of RG, which means the V1 value must be 2 by of V1. Yes or no? So V1 value is equal to square root of 5GR. Square root of 5GR equal to square root of RG. Am I right?
Sir.
This is the basic information of
Highest point and the lowest point.
highest point velocity and the lowest point velocity. So tension difference between tension T1 minus T2 is equal to what's the value?
Six MG.
6 mg.
6 MG.
Very good. Dear students,
Yes, sir.
our animation
sir.
is not clear. That's why we will explain through WhatsApp. That post to WhatsApp. We'll see this is a very important conditions of V1 and V2, and tension T1 and T2 is also very important. These equations should be done. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you to all. We will meet next class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Um,